Yo, welcome back to the channel. Got the CBR1000RR. Put you on to where I'm at. It's always a process doing these builds, so you know what I mean. This is the crappy part is getting everything together, getting everything formulated, getting the parts sent out to get done. Once I get everything together, then I can start assembling. So I'm gonna try to just go over that with you, show you what I got, show you what parts I got. A couple new parts in, some parts need to go out. So yeah, man, welcome to the channel, man, and let's get into it. So yeah, this is my fully built head. Well, port polished Ringo valve job, bowl blend, all that. Soon to be fully built when I add the hardware I'm putting up top. But yeah, I had all the work done on that. But unfortunately, when the old motor went, you can see the marks I was showing you from the valves. That's where it hit and bent those two valves on my motor. But I have another head, so I'm gonna pull the valves out that motor, have them swap with this, and that's nothing to worry about. That's easy work. So back to this, you can see these little tiny ass rods, and it was my fault because I actually didn't have the motor properly tuned. I just threw some fuel at it and it ran lean and detonated up top. So that was what happens, but especially didn't help I was running stock rods. But I picked these up. Shout out to Max Peden Rods. Now you can see the difference when you look at this one versus the factory rod. This one has room for error, even though I'm getting it properly tuned immediately. I'm gonna start it up and then it's going right to get dyno tuned. But yeah, you can really see the difference when you put them next to each other. So I got now it's gonna have a fully forged bottom end, forged rods, forged pistons. These are Wisecoat pistons, 13 5-to-1 compression versus the 12 3-to-1 compression. These are factory 75 millimeter. No, that's a lie. 76 millimeter on the 2008, and these are 78 millimeter, which is going to take me to 1052 cc, which will officially make it 1100 cc's. So I'm happy about that. You see I got the whole set ready, and I also replaced the piston, which was this one that got damaged, so I got that one ready. So all that's good there. Now other part, I had to order another block because on these I actually have a removable block. And you can see this is the original one I had honed out for 78 millimeter. But when that piston got stuck up, the crank came around and smashed the bottom of it. You can see where that's all broken right there. So I can't reuse this one. So I'm ordering another one and I'm having that sent out. And they're telling me about 3 weeks before I get that back, which is not bad at all. Now, the other dope shit that I got in that I'm pretty excited about, put this to the side right here, is also got my velocity stacks. Now these are the original velocity stacks. Well, it's one side of them. I ain't bring both sides, but it's just the mirror image of this. The other one sits right off, the other side is lower. But you can see they're plastic and shit, and they're kind of tall. And motorcycles work kind of the same way as cars work, is the taller they are, you're gonna get more torque. Shorter runners always are gonna give you higher horsepower. So I just picked these bad boys up from at Turn 13 Motorsport. Shout out to them. I ain't get not sponsor or anything, but I bought them from them. I seen kind of good work they do, but when you sit them next to each other, you can immediately see the difference. Now, they don't quite sit that low because you gotta match the bolt holes up, but you see when you pick it up how much still, let me do it like this, is a little better in comparison. But you get them bolt holes about even, you see how much shorter they are. So the bike's definitely gonna pick up some good top end power. Not even that. The diameter is not too much different on them. These are maybe a couple millimeters bigger, but it's the shortness, and not even that, they funnel. I think they're a lot wider at the top though than they are at the bottom. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So that pretty much rounds it out, except for the bad news I got everything, which is this mother right here, the crankshaft. This is what's going to take a long time, and which is going to sideline this project for a little bit. But I mean, if you got to get it done right, it takes time. So this is my crankshaft that I'm using. The old one got destroyed. The other one I had fully race balanced, and it was race balanced, and I did a countershaft delete, which runs off of this gear right here. So I deleted the countershaft, which makes the motor spin up like crazy, a lot faster. But the issue that I'm having is I found a spot that this is all they do, so I'd rather send it to them this time, because last time I sent it to my guy, it took like a year, and I don't want to wait that long. But on this one, I'm actually going to have this whole shaft deleted as well. On my old one, I just left it and I had them balance it. This time I'm going to have them deleted. They give an option, so I'm going to cut that off, so it's going to cut a lot more weight off of this crankshaft. It's going to rev like crazy fast. It's going to be ridiculous. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to have it fully race balanced again, because I'm keeping with the crankshaft, countershaft delete. And I'm also having delete this gear as well. So it's going to take like 2 months to get it back. But when I do, it'll be worth it. And then once I get it back, then I'm going to mic out the whole crank, and then I can assemble the block. And then that'll take me back to the head. By then, I got the HR spring kit that I'm doing the whole, it comes with the cam gears, the cams, and the camshafts, and the valve springs. So I'm gonna send this off and have the valve springs done, and at the same time I'm giving the other head, and I'm gonna let it repair the valves, and then that'll be ready, and then I can do the top end. But I'm waiting a little bit to get the cams, because I want to see if there's anything else that pops up, but this kit's there right now, so if not, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that one. But yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. That's about where I'm at. So I'm sending this off today, and I'm looking at, they said 2 months, so 2 months minimum basically. So you got to think I'm probably damn near 3 months before I get this freaking thing back. But by then I already have the top end ready. I'll have the HRC cams. I'll have everything waiting, so I can fully assemble by the time I get the crankshaft back. So yeah, that's it, man. Kind of excited. I got a couple new parts. I got my pistons and rods. I got these dope ass. The other side's over right here. Got these dope ass velocity stacks, yo. I'm excited to put those in. That's gonna be nice. I can't wait to use those, man. That's really gonna give me my peak horsepower, because this thing's already gonna put out, like, I'm saying 215 plus, but I'm really hoping to get 220 plus is what my end game goal is, because this is gonna be ridiculous. That's why I'm spending the money to go HRC, because HRC is the way. How many people you know running HRC cams? Yeah, I don't know too many either, but we'll see what it does in the streets, because I'm gonna be running this bike. You already know how I roll. Anybody that follow me on Instagram, you know how I ride. So yeah, so please, man, like, subscribe. It's coming, man. I promise you, I'm getting it done. I have more projects and more content coming, man. Yo, thanks for visiting the channel.